Hey everybody, it's Wes. I'm back. It's been since October 7th, 2024 was my last video before I did the mock-up of the Dark Arisen press start menu screen thing. Anyway, I downloaded a bunch of pictures off of the website and I haven't seen these anywhere else, and I haven't seen other people talk about this, so I thought we would take a look at some of the armor and stuff and really, just do what we do and talk about, models and textures and fashion and whatnot. So here we go. So first up, we've got the pre-order bonus. I really like the way that this looks. I probably like the male set a little bit more than the female, although they both look really nice. I think that the male one wins in the fashion department. It's got the very kind of traditional surcoat look from the original game. I hope that we get that actual Divine Surcoat in the DLC, but looks good so far. So real quick, I know these images are small, but we're just gonna start at the top left. I'm really digging the lava dungeon looking area over here. That looks really cool. It looks like we've got like some weird ritual going on the upper right here. The bottom left, I'm thinking that is the chest that we'll loot after we fight the new Dragon or whatever that undead dragon is. I want to talk more about that later. And then of course we're seeing another castle or dungeon over here in the bottom right. So looks really cool so far. So this is probably the thing I'm excited about the most. I downloaded these pictures off of the website, and I haven't seen this armor set in anybody else's video so far. Of course, I haven't watched everybody's because there's so many, but I really, really like this armor fashion. I think it looks fantastic. Very form-fitting, but also, kind of elvish or something. It looks like she's got elf ears, now that I think about it. But yeah, this is definitely a set I'm going to be on the lookout for. That's really nice. And then we've got the Beastren over here on the right. Looks really Hinterlands kind of. I always joked in the first game there was a set that looked like, it was like I don't know if it was like Scottish inspired, but it was blue plaid or something like that. Anyway, I always joked that it looked like you were coming back from a heavy metal concert because you had like your plaid button-up shirt tied around your waist or something like that. But anyway, these look really nice, and I'm very much looking forward to those. So real quick, we can't see these that well, but I wanted to point out that it looks like the fighter here is wearing the direwolf cloak, and both of these look very similar to the pre-order bonuses to a degree. There's some similarities in the tree pattern, and then the coat, fluffy coat over here on the right side for the female armor. But so far, I'm not seeing anything too crazy here. So there's a couple things I wanted to point out with this picture on the left. It looks like this is the same character that we saw in the previous photo with the direwolf cloak and all that. I did want to point out that I think that these new guys, I can't remember their name, the enemy types, they look like Eliminator-esque type enemies. So I don't know if these guys are going to be taking the place of that, and like there's a, you're going to be fighting groups of them, but I thought that was really interesting. I'm hoping the Eliminators come back is what I'm really trying to say. But and then over here on the right we have a look at something that looks very similar to what the guy was wearing in the anniversary artwork. I don't know if this is the same. I don't know if we'll ever know, but because that image is so small, but it looks very similar. I would bet on this being either that or a variation of that. So it looks really cool though. Both of these look really neat. So on the left here, we get a look at a couple of things. We've got the lightning whip, which is returning from the original game. Possibly a new staff here, from what I can tell. And then this is the sorcerer class, it looks like. black leather pants look really cool. The robe looks really interesting, very unique look here. I like these these sectioned off, pieces of armor that we're seeing in the DLC here. It's very interesting style, I guess. Something that you don't see a lot of, and we'll see some more of that here in the upcoming photo. But I'm really excited about the lightning whip. I think it looks awesome. On the right here, it looks like the same guy that we've been talking about, but I could be wrong about that. So this is where we really get into it. It looks like we've got the Mystic Spear hand here, new weapon, new set. This is very similar to the set we just saw with the Sorcerer. So it looks like there's a fashion through line here with some of the magic classes. They've got some similar design, fashion choices, flowing robes and stuff like that for, probably more cinematic, look in the combat and stuff like that, which I'm all here for that. That sounds amazing. Over on the right here, the dire wolves with the fallen knight, if that's what their name is. I fully suspect that this is just some enemies next to each other, and they're just there. But it would be interesting if there were, maybe this guy is like a beastmaster or whatever, and he has two wolves with him. It could be interesting, like to have different monsters actually working together to some degree, right? Because we saw that with the the Cyclopses and the goblins and stuff like that a little bit in the first game, and then the wargs and the hobgoblins and stuff like that. But I don't know, it'd just be interesting to see some different kind of interaction, I guess. But it looks amazing. The dire wolves look so cool, very, very feral. So last up, it looks like we've got the thief armor over here on the left side. Very interesting leather combination, fur, exposed midriff, very sleek, very quick, stylish fashion, and I'm all here for that. I mean, I play Warfare, but I gotta be able to wear whatever I want to wear, you know what I mean? So these two armor sets in particular, I feel like I'm the most excited about. So everything looks really good so far, but I think these two in particular are standouts as far as I'm concerned. So a couple other things I noticed were people keep saying that this new monster is cockatrice-like, or it's the new cockatrice or whatever. There's definitely some similarities in the design. However, you guys can tell by looking at these, they're not. This one's more dragon-like to a degree than this one is over here on the right. So the right side would be the classic cockatrice from the first game. It's based around the griffin model, and then the one on the left here looks more like it's designed around the unmoored dragons that we find. So I don't know what this is. I don't know. I was thinking it could be in the cockatrice family, but it could also be in some sort of maybe like a phoenix type of family or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know what this could be. I need to look into more mythological creature, history and stuff like that, I guess. But so last up, I wanted to close with the treasure room here. This looks to me like it's going to be the treasure chest that we loot after we defeat the Dragon or whatever the new, multiplayer Dragon fight situation looks like. The thing that I wanted to point out about this picture, though, is it's kind of hard to tell. I'll see if I can zoom in for you guys, but there's a Mystic spear over in the middle here, and then it looks like there's a sorcerer staff to the middle right side. So both of the weapons are in the middle. They're just the long stick ones. Anyway, it looks like they have the dark enchantment on them. So I don't know if this is confirmation that dark is going to be back, but it does look like they have that enchantment on them. But yeah, that's all I've got for today, guys. We'll have some more videos as more information comes out. I'm going to keep looking at everything as I always do, and then we'll get back with some more hype and excitement. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if I missed anything, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.